everyone, Grover Cleveland, president of the Grover Cleveland Fan Club here, and you're watching Ink the Book Show, the program that begs the question, what else is on? Hey now, did you know that you can follow Ryan O'Connor at Wrangleshank on Instagram, on TikTok, and on Twitter? And if you like his daily drawing or his work on the Bonehead comic, you can also watch his Bonehead cartoon on YouTube. The link to all these things and more can be found in the description. Furthermore, be sure to like, to share, and to subscribe to all things Wrangleshank and all things Ink the Book. Thank you.
It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book.
Hello, everyone. Hey, I just want to share something real quick, okay? So I'm going to share Look, this is the double page spread I finished yesterday of all these frogs. And maybe I can show you the actual double page in a little bit, like the ink and brush version I did on paper. But yeah, and then I did another page today, but that's all I'm sharing today. So let's see, stop sharing. And hi, how are you? So I've been coloring my comic. I've got, including the cover of Bonehead, I've got 6 pages colored since the beginning of the year. So I've actually colored 7 full pages of comics this year. So that's pretty good. 11 days in. I don't know. We're gonna try inking something in the old sketchbook, and let's see what happens. Okay, get some light on here. So one thing about working on my tablet at my other computer, or even at this computer, when I use my tablet, it causes a terrible pain in my neck, especially when I'm putting in the hours like I have been. And I think, see, it doesn't bother me. I could sit all day and draw like this. But when I do the same thing at my tablet, and I think it's just the act of looking up at the screen while I'm drawing. Like my posture is just right that it hurts the living daylights out of my neck. So I don't know. So I gotta periodically get up and stretch or something. I didn't do a stream yesterday after all. I was about to, and I forget why exactly I didn't. I know I was doing chores all day. I cleaned up this room, which was getting to be a natural disaster. Well, not natural, an unnatural disaster. How about that? Okay. I guess I'm drawing a dragon. Should I give him some kind of like fin on his head? Like he's a sea creature? I was talking, I've been talking about how I, ever since my Spotify wrap up that they do every year, on Spotify, I was like, those results are too predictable. My top 5 or whatever. So I've been listening to just all kinds of albums, just albums I'm aware of, albums I like, albums I've wanted to listen to but never did. What did I listen to today? Let's see. I probably listened to 5 albums today while I was working, and then some podcasts. But let's see. I listened to the Semisonic album. That's the one with Closing Time. They also have a good song on there called Never You Mind. And then I also like Singing in My Sleep. But Closing Time's their big hit, Semisonic. And that album is called Feeling Strangely Fine. I listened to some Herb Alpert today. Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. I listened to Whipped Cream and Other Delights. And then I listened to Miscellaneous Tea by They Might Be Giants, my favorite band. Miscellaneous Tea, it was like their first like rarities compilation from, let's see if I can tell, 1991. So it came out just after Flood, their third album. And then I listened to, I was trying to think of stuff that I, like at that point I was trying to think of stuff that I liked in like middle school, but haven't listened to in forever. I was like, I don't know. What don't I listen to? I don't know why that was the prompt that came into my head, but I was like, what? I don't know. What do I listen to? What did I listen to then that I don't listen to now? I feel like I listened to it all. And then Sum 41 popped into my head. I almost saw a Sum 41 show when I was in middle school with some friends, and it didn't happen. We saw some other band instead. But I listened to that third album of theirs, Does This Look Infected? And that was a pretty good album, actually. Really good. They play guitar like... They are mental on the guitar. They are good. I forgot how good they are, actually. I always kind of had them categorized as kind of hacky Blink-182 ripoffs in my head, because I was a huge Blink-182 fan. I liked Sum 41, but they seemed kind of like they were like a knockoff act in my head. But they're really good at what they do that Blink-182 doesn't do. You know what I mean? So it's far from that. And then what else did I listen to? I listened to one of my favorite bands, Drink Me, which only has 2 albums. They're from the 90s. I listened to their second album called Sleep, which is really good. I listened to Marcy Playground's self-titled first album. Marcy Playground, excuse me. Oh, and I listened to a Laszlo Bain album. That's the one with the Scrubs theme song on it, Superman. The album is called All the Time in the World from 2002. So I listened to what, 6, 7 albums today, and then some podcasts. I've been working on comics all day. I had to fix the layout of my cover, which was a little off for the size of the comic page. I thought I was done with the cover, and then I had to like reformat it and then like extend everything to the borders. Oof, that was ugly. But I got it straightened out. And I had to find some Bonehead font that I'd made a while back. I want to kind of up it a little bit too, if I can, but I had to find it, and just to be able to use it, I had to dig it up. For some reason, it wasn't available on, it wasn't readily available on either of my computers, which is weird because I've definitely used it on at least one of them in fairly recent history. Oh, come on, what am I doing here? I'm gabbing and not paying attention. That's what's going on. And you know what I used to make that font? I used this website called Calligrapher, and that's Calligrapher, like you would actually spell calligrapher, only without that last E. I guess it's the only E. It would be the only E. And then you can play around with it a little bit. So I had made there you can download a template, and you can bring it into Photoshop or Clip Studio Paint or something, and you can just draw your own letters in each space, or your own symbols in each space that it gives you, and then you re-upload it to the site, and voila. You can also do variant letters. So like if you want your basically if you want lowercase and uppercase, those would be variants. Or if you want when I is next to H or something, you can just hit alternate, and I think it's alternate, I'm not sure, but and then it'll do your other version of it. For example, I think when two T's are next to each other, you want them to be connected or something, you can have a version that has an extended top or something. I'm not too well versed in typography, so but yeah, that's what I used for this Bonehead font that I wrangled today. Okay, I'm gonna ink whatever I have here. Here, actually, let me don't dragons usually, Chinese dragons, right? They have these whiskers. trying to make him kind of flamboyant here. Oh, that coincides with the shape of the neck. Okay, I'll work it out. Let's ink! That's too thin a pen. That's too thin a pen. Which pen will I use? If I thought those other pens were too thin, the ones I'm grabbing now. Okay, I'm going with size 3. Oof, this is kind of too thin too. Hey Ryan, don't you own any pens that you want to use? Don't you own any pens that you use? Here, let's try 0.5. Dang it. Why are all these pens like microscopic tipped? I don't have a 0.5. Or not a 0.5, but 5. Here it is. That's what I was looking for. My day started off with bacon and eggs. Actually, my day started off moving my car for my roommate. And then it turned out she was working from home today. In fact, nobody left the house all day, so I didn't have to move my car. I just moved it back a little while ago. Yep, I gotta remember to go dig out those frog pages. And then I'll show the colored version again. So we just had a birthday party for my sister, which was a lot of fun. And now my brother's birthday is coming up. My sister Heather, her birthday's on the 10th of January, and then my brother Jimmy, his birthday is on the 20th. My other sister Kaylee, her birthday's on the 1st of December, then Christmas. And, when you got 6 siblings, I'm the oldest of 7. Got 6 siblings, 7 nieces and nephews. The gift buying never ends, people. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. I was nervous because the last two streams I didn't really draw anything. I just I kind of copped out and colored some older drawings of heads. It felt kind of cheap to me, if you ask me. But so I wanted to draw something today, something fresh. And right before the stream, I was like, "What am I gonna draw? What am I gonna draw? I gotta draw something." And two things popped into my head. It's like I could draw a spider character. I've never gotten a spider character down yet that I was happy with. No, that's not true. I have done one. And I think I probably drew him on the stream too. So, but I feel like a spider character is hard to land on. I'm gonna look up a Chinese dragon real quick because I do want to do this like mustachy thing, but I feel like there's a better way to connect it to the face than whatever I have here. Let's see, Chinese dragon. I'm just gonna get a bunch of pictures of Chinese food places. Okay. Oh yeah, they don't really do much of a more elaborate job of connecting them to the face than I did. All right. Well, then we just watched an episode of Always Sunny here at Casa O'Connor. O'Connor / roommates. O'Connor and Associates. We watched the episode where it's like a film noir thing. It's like toward the end of this, the later one of the last seasons. So at the moment, they're working on a new season. So I don't mean to imply that it's over, but that's a fun episode, and it's actually really well done. I like. I feel like it very effectively looks like it's from like the 50s or something. Liking this dragon. What else is going on? Let's see. It's January, right? I'm trying to eat a little better, lose a little extra pounds. I keep seeing pictures of me, and I'm still a skinny guy, but I feel like I'm starting to look a little chunkier. So I'm trying to shed some pounds, and so far it's working. I've lost possibly 5 pounds. Is that right? I think 7. But that's not necessarily since the beginning of the year. I just know that I was like 148 recently. And I don't want to get up over 150. As far as I'm aware, I've never crossed the line, and I don't want to. It reminds me of some Portlandia skit, that show with Fred Armisen. He's like, I'm a little guy. That show is so fun. Oh, I didn't do this year. If you asked me to draw a dragon like 10 years ago, I don't think I could have drawn one. I wouldn't have known how to. You know what else? A horse. I couldn't have drawn a horse to save my life 10 years ago. I'm pretty sure I can draw a horse now. I'm not going to try to right now, but I've drawn some horses without reference. I'm not saying they're king of the horses. But I could whip out a passable horse, I'd say. Okay, I'm gonna erase these pencils. There you go, a dragon off the dome. Now, because I mentioned that band Semisonic, I've got the song Singing in My Sleep stuck in my head. I keep wanting to start belting it out, but I won't do that. That would be rude. Here, let me see. Does that work? Like if I do this in silhouette, or is that just dumb? Like this is all in the background. His body continuing in the background. Like if it cuts off there. I don't care. I'm going for it. Cause we're going to the hooky low, hooky low. What I say about singing? One of these days, you idiots, we're gonna sing yourselves to death. holding his screwy eye. Though you don't know that at that part of the movie. That movie being Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Oh shoot! I was gonna impress everybody with my Roger Rabbit, and I whiffed it. Oh, for crying out loud! Please, Eddie! Right? Now here's my Bob Hoskins. Hello, love. I don't know what he says. Not him and I guess not him and Who Framed Roger Rabbit. My hand spazzed out. I hate when it does that. I'll fix it in a sec. Man, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? What a cool movie. I haven't seen that in too long. Smile, darn ya, smile. That's got to be like one of the best movies out of the 80s, right? What year was that? Who Framed... Did you know it was based on a book? I found that out recently. 88. I think, yeah, the book is called Who Censored Roger Rabbit? Merry-go-round broke down. I'm not doing a good Christopher... I almost said Walken. Lloyd. Butts. Okay, what am I looking for? it going. Oh yeah, I was gonna fix that little hoop-de-hoo. From my sweaty hand, the decal is sliding off. It's my Pentel Presto Jumbo Correction pen. Let's see here. I should have a page under this so the color doesn't go onto the next page and mess it up. Cherry. This is a good dragon color, if you ask me. And these are my Prismacolor markers. Oh! I keep forgetting. I meant to mention it at the beginning of the stream, but now's as good as the time as ever. I just want to remind that my friend has a shop where she's been selling jewelry and accessories for like 16 years or something. Yeah, 16 years, I believe it is. Her shop is called mycraftedstudio.com on the internet. And for any of my viewers interested in checking out her shop, you can save. This isn't any kind of paid sponsorship. She's actually my dear friend from high school. But there is a deal you can get on things in her shop where you can save 10% off any of your orders. If you see anything you like there, so the promo code is INK10, INK10 at mycraftedstudio.com. And I put a link in the description. If you don't see a link in the description at the end of the broadcast, that link will appear shortly after I end the broadcast. How do you like that? All her stuff is made in-house, by which I mean literally in her house, by her own two hands and her industrial laser cutter that she owns in her garage, because she's serious about making jewelry. She bought I think she said it cost more than any car she ever bought. We went to not art school together. We went to high school together, and we were in the art academy back then. So we had extra classes in the art department together, and yeah, we were just kind of let loose to work on whatever our brains were into. She would do a lot of screen printing stuff. And just like her jewelry, she always had like a vintage style, and like she would do like kind of like old fashioned kind of stuff. In that class, I'm just realizing now, I said I wouldn't have known how to draw a dragon 10 years ago. And I'm realizing I did an oil pastel drawing of a guy in a padded room. He was wearing a straitjacket. He was in a padded room, and the top of the room, if this makes any sense, was turning into a dragon. So maybe I'm a liar, I guess, because that was almost 20 years ago. But I think I had to spend a lot of time drawing that dragon, and it was a pretty good one, if I do say so myself. Maybe I can find that. It was very cartoony. It was actually not so different from stuff I draw now. But maybe I can find my old portfolio and show off some stuff I did in high school. It's buried somewhere in my basement. Smile, darn ya, smile, or I'll punch you in the teeth 'cause you didn't smile. No, I don't know what the next line is. Probably isn't the punch you in the teeth thing. Almost certainly it's something else. La 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 la. Okay. I'm going to try and cut this off at an hour. So I've been going for 42 minutes now. So when we get to an hour, I'm going to end the stream. Capiche? Let's see. We go around this. Come on, everybody, you know the words. Oh, that reminds me. A friend of mine that I used to work with texted me this past weekend telling me that he was out and about and found a box of powdered Toastman cereal at like FYE, and he bought me a box. And he was telling me I should come by and pick it up, and I keep forgetting. I gotta reach out to him, tell him I'm sorry. See, I'm in my own little world, and I'm always busy working on this dang comic. Well, comic and art stuff, everything slips my mind. Or I don't know. I just there's like so much I want to do, and it's like I'll never have time to do it all. But how many pages did I say I had colored? 6, including the cover of Bonehead. Speaking of which, if I'm going to end this soon, 6 minutes, let me go get those the 2 inked pages, and then I'll show those, and then I'll bring up the colored version. Let me get that real quick. Oh, it's like 14 minutes, not 6. Or I don't know. I can't do that. Where is it? Where did I put my pages, people? I think I put them in the closet. No. Oh, I know where they are. I'll be right back. So I've colored this, and it's got the title and my name on it. I've colored this, and then this is the title page, so it's also got Bonehead and my name on it. And then I colored this, and this has a dedication. I might change how the dedication is presented on there. I think it could maybe look better. But I've got this colored, and I got one other page that I colored today that isn't. It's actually the one page I haven't colored on my stream. Let me show you. Though, I mean, that is to say, it's the one page I didn't ink on stream. That's going to be in the book. Because it was in this sketchbook, this Bonehead sketchbook I started when I first started inking the book, or drawing the book, rather. And I drew this, and I wanted that to be one of the opening pages. So I took this and I scanned it in and colored it today, and it looks great. All the pages I've done so far, I'm really happy with what I've done. So there's this 2-page spread, and this is all like lead-in material so far. So it's like not even part of the story yet. It's just kind of like just like lead-in book material. So there's all these floating frogs. Okay, and then I'll show off the colored version of that again. So let's see. How do I do a thing? Share. There it is. That's pretty cool, right? I'm pretty happy with it. You got like, a dozen frogs. Did I stop sharing? Cool. So that's that. And then, 4 other pages. And then this is the next one I'm doing. So that should be scary. To do. All right. What time? So 10 more minutes now. I said it was something like 4 minutes or something before. I don't know what I said, but I was wrong. I'm gonna go for an hour, which is 10 more minutes. All right. Let's see. We'll give him. He'll be a little pink in the ears, as they say. Gonna do these bags under his eyes. What color am I gonna do with the bags under his eyes? Ooh, I just knocked my car keys over by pulling a marker out. Pulling the wrong marker out. Okay, I'll do clay rose, and I think I'm gonna mix that because it's so similar to the rest of his skin color. I think I'm gonna add the same color I used inside the ears with it. So that's starting to bleed outside the shape because all the liquid ink from both those markers, it's kind of just bleeding into the outside areas. So instead of my jumbo correction pen, which will certainly be too powerful for this, I'm going to use these little Sakura Jelly Roll pens. Jelly Roll. Which sometimes do not work like I need them to. And then for his eyes, you hear that? That's me thinking. That's what a thinking man sounds like. This is going to be cream. I'm trying to wash that red out of his eye. Okay. You know, you just draw a little every day. That's the goal. I work on my comic a little every day, and I try to draw something every day. So even if I don't do it on stream, I try to draw something every day. Become a better artist. Maybe I'll have, you know, I want to have stuff to show for this art someday, you know. So like maybe what I want to do is make an art book, and I'll take all these drawings and then just combine them into something eventually someday. Maybe. I just want to make so many books. It's like I want to make. I swear I've got like 7 little. Besides my graphic novel, I've got like 7 books I'd like to make in like a year. It'll never happen. I'll never make all of them, but maybe I'll get at least 1 or 2 things made this year, right? That would be cool. That would be cool. Sounds ambitious. Perhaps misguided. Perhaps I've got my little head in the clouds there. Huh? Little got my I hope my reach doesn't exceed my grasp. Hope my eyes aren't bigger than my tummy there. Okay. Blush light pink. I always forget which pinks I use, I feel like. But no, this works. This works. Yeah, for crying out loud. I hate when the marker smears the ink. It's pretty good at not, but every once in a while you get some streaks, you know? Usually all you really need to do is let it sit a minute, and then you don't got to worry about it. But what am I going to use for his toofuses? I'm going to go with, let's see, eggshell. I feel like that's too flesh colored. What if, hear me out, I'm going to use my handy dandy cream. I like cream. Don't take that out of context, guys. Come on. I like the marker called Cream from Prismacolor. She made it Christmas. I feel gross correcting myself on that one. And so I'm going to take Cream. Fill in his teeth. But I'm not gonna, I think I'm gonna throw another color on top of it to kind of make it a little subtler. I feel like the cream color used to be a bit subtler. Lately it seems a little too bright for my liking. Now I'm going to take this eggshell. And we're at 59 minutes. Let me just, I'll take tulip yellow. Ah, jeez. I'll do his head fin, his nostrils, and the inside of his mouth before I end the stream. How about that? Then we'll at least be done with his head. Okay, and then I'll take the old Tuscan red. Go his nostrils with my finger. Gross. I see this color. What is this color? Dark green is what it says. It looks like it's got like a hint of blue to it. It's kind of like an aqua green. All right, so that's this stream. Oh no, hold the phone. I'm trying to skip out early. You know, I am going to go with clay rose or whatever I used before. Yeah, clay rose. It's my flagstone red, which is subtly different. Subtly different. It's a little burnt out. ATM at the moment. Automated telling machine. Machine. All right, I'm skipping out. And I'll be back some other day. You know what I got to do? I got to stop promising I'll be back tomorrow. It's partly force of habit, partly I just want to be on every day. Ideally, I'm on streaming every day, but then something comes up and I can't or don't or just can't wedge it in, can't work up the nerve to do it for some reason. Yeah. Maybe I'll be on tomorrow. Maybe I'll be on the next day. I usually try not to wait too long if I gotta skip a day. I don't like skipping too many days. Anyway, I'll be streaming again soon. What I really want to do is hook my microphone up to my other computer out there and do some coloring streams. So those will be coming up. I think I'm going to wait until I get into the actual comic at this point. The actual like paneled pages. I don't know. But anyway, which is 2 pages away, I think. Anyway, it's time for some artistic advice. Turn the page. Wash your hands. Goodbye, everybody. I love you.